Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. My name is Carolina and I would like to show you in this video a tutorial for the Daphne Makeup Bag using my new sewing pattern. As a step number 1, I'm going to quilt my fabric. I found this liquid marker pen that I'm going to test today. It has liquid chalk inside, and when you draw, after a few seconds when it dries, it turns white. I must say I was quite surprised with how well it worked. Although it took a long time to draw the lines, the final result of the quilting is just perfect. Step number 2, cut out all pattern pieces. For this tutorial, as the main fabric I used velvet, that I quilted of course, and as a lining I decided to use a PVC fabric so I can easily clean the inside of any makeup or any shadow spills. We are going to start by making the handle for the bag. Take a handle piece and fold it in half, and then sew it with 1 cm seam allowance. Then turn it to the right side using a loop turner. Then top stitch the handle on both sides as close to the edge as possible, just as a decorative stitch. I'm going to use some leftover wadding from my previous project, so I'll cut a slightly bigger piece and a bit thicker than my pattern, then use a loop turner to insert the wadding inside of the handle, and once it's done, you can just cut out the excess. As a next step, we are going to attach the handle. Fold the top panel in half and mark the center points. Then use clips to place the handle on both ends. We are going to sew 2 lines on the handle, one within the seam allowance and the second one slightly further in. And depending on your fabric, you can follow one on the quilt lines to hide the stitching. And this is how the top of the bag should look, with the handle nicely in place. Moving on, we need to line both the top and bottom panels. I'm using PVC for the lining, so I place the main fabric and the lining wrong sides together and sew all around within the seam allowance. Next, we need to sew the panel that goes around the makeup bag. I'm starting by attaching the zipper to this side panel, and I'm going also to change the position of the second zipper pull so it opens in the opposite directions, which makes the bag easier to use. Place the zipper facing down onto the main panel, then place the lining on top, right sides together, and sew everything together. This is how it should look. Then open the panels and top stitch the lining to the seam allowance. This step is important so the fabric doesn't get caught in the zipper. At this stage, I'm adding also my label to the bottom panel. You can add yours if you have one. Now attach the smaller panel to the other side using the same method, placing main fabric and the lining right side together, and if your fabric is quilted, make sure that the lines are perfectly aligned. Then again, top stitch the seam allowance to the lining. To secure everything and stop the lining from moving, sew one line all around the panels within the seam allowance. Just make sure it's less than 1 centimeter so it doesn't show on the right side. Now that all the pieces are ready, we can start assembling the bag. Before sewing anything further, make sure your zipper works properly because it would be very hard to fix later. As you can see, my edges are slightly uneven, so I'm trimming them a little. Since I'm using a stretchy fabric, it's quite forgiving, but be careful if you're using something stiffer. Take the back panel and sandwich the main fabric between the outer fabric and the lining. Then sew them with 1 centimeter seam allowance. You can add a top stitch here, but I decided to keep mine minimal since the stitches are quite visible on this fabric. Then wrap it around and sew the other side to the opposite edge of the back panel. Next, fold the lining by 1 cm and fold it over the previous seam line to hide it. Then top stitch it in place and trim any excess to make everything even. And that's your panel ready. As you can see, it's very simple and straightforward. Now we just need to attach the top and bottom panels. Make a small 4 notches, making sure that everything is aligned properly and making sure that the handle is pointing sideways. Use clips to secure everything, the top and the bottom, and then sew everything with 1 cm seam allowance, and then repeat the same steps at the bottom. I'm going to switch to a walking foot here, and if you're working with a PVC, I highly recommend you doing this as it makes sewing so much easier. Trim down the seam allowance so it's not too bulky. I didn't have matching bias tape, so I used the closest color that I could find to bind the seam allowance on the top and bottom. And now that the bag is almost done, the binding adds a bit of structure. For the final step, which is optional, I'm using a zipper pose using this velvet ribbon in a matching color. Thread the ribbon through the zipper pull, fold it evenly, sew the ends together, then trim the excess, and turn it to the right side. You can leave it like this, but I'm adding a bit of the glue to secure the ends and make it look cleaner. And that's it, that's your Daphne bag ready. I honestly didn't expect to turn out too good. I'm absolutely obsessed with it. It's a great project and also such a nice gift idea. Highly recommend giving it a try. It's simple and very straightforward to make. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!